Hi everyone, I'm Christina and I'm back with Monday's Light Codes messages for our weekly Light Codes transmission. This is our first transmission for 2025 and our 313th transmission altogether. So this transmission was kind of like a directional transmission. There was healing in it as well, but it was giving us direction of what we need to do for 2025. And the main message is to keep our hearts open so that we are prepared for what the year ahead has to give to us. As some of the participants in today's class actually picked up on the message, they actually said they felt like they were being told off, but it wasn't a telling off so much. It's more like a teaching or a transmission to share the wisdom of what we need to do for 2025 to be able to gain the most of it. And the biggest message is about keeping our heart open. I had 4 visions today. One was of a small house in a sphere of light, and a railway track leading into a tunnel, and a white dove flying, and a grail cup in the clouds. So I want to tell you a little bit about the messages and what they mean. So just a sec, I'm just pulling up my notes so that I can find them and make it a little bit easier for myself. The little house in the sphere of light was accompanied by this really big heart opening. My arms were flown back, and it was really very obvious that this was about opening our hearts so that we can receive a greater light, expanding our consciousness, and being able to hold higher frequencies. And the message very much about coming home to the self, coming home to ourselves, because home, as we say, home is where the heart is. So when we come home to ourselves, we're then able to have a lot more peace and inner peace and tranquility. So, when you find that your mind is wandering, maybe you're too fixated on somebody or something, remember to bring the energy back to yourself, and you can simply just set up a mantra. I call my energy back to myself. I call my energy back to myself. And to help you to stay focused more on you and to allow for that greater heart expansion to happen. And you can say something like, I invoke the light of Christ within. I am a clear and perfect channel. And this will help you to be able to keep your energy with you, to expand your energy and stay focused, because the next message was of a railway track, and the railway track was heading into a tunnel. And so the message here is that we need to stay on track. First of all, you are on track. You're watching this, you're on track, but stay on track. Don't go off track at all. Even if you are going into the unknown, and maybe, it's looking a little scary or dark in there or whatever. Stay on track. Just stay on track, because, one of the things that I remember is back in the early 2000s when I went through my awakening, I went through a dark night of the soul in the very beginning of the year 2000, 2002, between 2000 and 2003. And end of 2003, I went through a dark night of the soul. But my consciousness, I was already working and teaching ascension concepts and ascension programs with color therapy and so forth. But when I went through my first big dark night of the soul, which is what gifted me with Luxor Light Ascension frequencies, there's always a gift, it doesn't have to be as big as what I received, but there is a gift that comes when you can stay on track. There's a greater degree of light that will come forward for you. So you stay on track, and your consciousness will expand. You may feel like you're in the dark, but as long as you don't allow your thoughts and everything to go down there with you too much, you will continue to expand. It's okay to feel, but feel and learn through your own feelings. Feel and allow that clearing to continue to move through. And I do have a healing technique I'd like to share with you in another video, but not today. So the tunnel is reminding us to stay on track and not lose touch with our hearts. There is so much coming to us, and we are still in testing times, but those testing times are like initiations, you know. We're in the year 2025, and if you look at 25, 2 and 5 becomes a 7. It's like an initiation year. We need to trust. We need to trust in ourselves. We need to trust in spirit, and stay on track. And this is a 7 energy is very much to do with heal the father wound, heal the masculine wound, heal your connection, get a greater connection with source, with the universe, with God, whatever you want to call it, with spirit, and with your own inner spirit. Connect with your higher self. Talk to your higher self every day, and then you will gain a greater wisdom and insights coming through, because yes, like I said, they are testing times, and we have to stay on track. Do whatever you can to keep yourself on track. Don't step off. Don't give up. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it to step off. Just stay on track. And then I saw a white dove flying, a white dove flying. And the white dove is about the return of Christ consciousness. And it represents peace, purity, and the divine spirit that is always guiding us. And, the divine spirit, our I am presence, our higher self, God, universe, all of our spiritual entourage guiding us forward. And like I said, 2025 promises to be bring greater amounts of that forward for us. So it's not only a 7 year, but if you incorporate the 2 with the 2025, it's actually a 9 year. So that's like an ending cycle. So there's a lot of endings, a lot of great wisdom that comes when we complete cycles. And if we look at it properly in the right way, and we reflect rather than boo-hoo about things, if we can look at what we have learned and reflect on that, release that which no longer serves us. It's a really good year for that, releasing, and let go of all the things that no longer serve us, so that we can move forward. And we need to keep our hearts open for that, to have a open heart, so that our channel is clear. We can have downloads, we can upload, we're a free flowing channel for the light and for the wisdom to come through. So there is a lot of Christ consciousness going to come forth for us this year in 2025. And this is what the teachings were coming through today, through the wisdom codes and the wisdom language of light that was flowing through today. And then I saw a Grail cup, and the Grail cup reminds us again to keep our heart open. It's very much like the Grail cup was in the clouds. So this is very much like the message of the Ace of Cups in the Tarot. And so it's asking us, keep our heart open so the universe can send us more, because it is sending us more. And cups, is to do with emotions. It's like, fill up your cup, really look after yourself first and foremost, of course, self-love, remember that. It's a symbol of the sacred and holy quest of enlightenment, which is the ultimate goal of all of us on our spiritual journey, and the attainment of the divine wisdom and inner peace. This can come in the form of love, abundance, and so forth. But ultimately, it brings a deeper connection to spirit, and opens us to higher frequencies, higher consciousness, and awakening more of our gifts along the way. And then, awakening to your gifts, and then giving yourself that time and dedication in order to be able to learn how to use those gifts and how to step into service with it. And the 7 energy, again, has a lot to do with service as well. It's an initiation where we're no longer all about ourselves. We're now moving forward into resurrecting and into unity consciousness, and recognizing that as we heal ourselves, we are also helping to heal others and to heal humanity and the collective. So this is just an amazing time to be. Great time of transformation. As we know, we have been in it for a while now, and so most of us getting used to it, and new people awakening all of the time. 7 is also very much about awakening, as the Christ consciousness is returning to us with every breath, has been coming through for a while, is here of course, is here, but we have to be open to receive it and allow it to purify us. And again, that simple affirmation, I invoke the light of Christ within me. I am a clear and perfect channel. The light is my guide. Or I invoke or awaken or activate the Christ consciousness within me. You know, play with that to what feels good for you to be able to work with, and to feel it, to allow it to expand you, to feel that expansion, and allow that light of the Christ consciousness to guide us forward in the year 2025. And trust in the wisdom of Spirit. Allow yourself to embody the elixir of enlightenment, nourishing your soul with divine energies that are continually pouring through to us. And at the bottom of this, I'm going to put the links below for you to get the transmission. So the transmission is, like I say, there is a great healing that comes through that. These transmissions help to awaken you to your spiritual gifts. All of the light codes transmissions will help you. Just stay with it, and don't expect to be the same as somebody else, to awaken to the gifts in the same way, or to be doing, you know, your spiritual work in the same way as someone else. Be open to be outside of all of the boxes. There's no boxes anymore. It's just a sphere of unity, and there is so much in there, and you have your own unique path to play in that. So the links will be below for my websites, for my shops, and just want to give a plug again that, you know, I have some trips on the Nile, awakening trips on the Nile coming up. I have a very quick one that you can jump in on if you want to, on the 25th of January. That's coming up in a couple of weeks, and contact with me for that one ASAP. And then I have a one in May, which will coincide with Wesak, the full moon in Wesak. This is going to be an absolutely amazing trip, okay? The one in January is just it's kind of like, it's a quickie. There's no particular theme to that. It's just something that's been offered quickly, and I'm willing to open it to you if you want to come along on that. But May is my big one, okay? May is the one of the year, because May is the full moon in May is Buddha's birthday, Buddha's enlightenment. It's a time when the ascended masters are the closest to Earth as all year. And so we will be working with those energies, with the energies of the masters. The light codes will be amazing. The visions will be amazing. It's going to be, the healing will be amazing. The temples will be amazing. Everything will be amazing. And it will be awesome, awesome, awesome if you check in on that one. So go to my website and look up my events, and get in fast, because, you know, there's not unlimited places available for these. And but they are very powerful. So I hope to see you then, and I will also see you next week. Over and out from me. Bye.